All right, I'm gonna have to rush through this message. I'm gonna have to just deliver it so quickly because every time I start, I keep getting interrupted. Like, I tried doing this reading yesterday and there were just so many interruptions, which is so weird for me. That has never happened, which tells me that this message is extremely important. So please pay attention and watch all of it, okay? I'm gonna rush through this. There is someone, your divine counterpart. Yes, this is a love reading. That is why. But this is not just any love reading. This is a reading about an individual who is identical to you. When I mean identical, I mean you and this person share the same exact soul. What does that mean? Just think of like a cloth and then just tear the cloth apart and then, give the cloth to this person, give the other piece to another person. Just because the pieces of the cloths are in two different possessions does not mean that it's not the same exact cloth, right? So you and this individual are the two exact same essence, same soul, because I feel when you came to be, I guess, incarnated in this realm, and I apologize if any interruptions pop up. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to speed through this because I feel the polarity, like the opposite of the energy. This is a very chaotic energy, but it's divine chaos. So I'm dealing with the opposite end of that chaotic energy. I'm dealing with the interruptions. I'm dealing with the obstacles. I'm dealing with the delays because this connection, this is beyond a connection. I feel this is I guess you are reuniting with the other half of your soul, because I'm talking to an individual where before you incarnated into this realm, your soul was just too massive to just only be in or operating your one body. So your soul split to, I guess, be in a feminine body and then a masculine body. That is what happened here. Some individuals, I guess, have just massive energies to where you can't operate just one vehicle. You have to operate two separate polar vehicles, two separate opposite vehicles. And I feel one of you is in a more feminine body, the other one is in a more masculine body. I mean, you can just see it here. You are identical. Queen of the moon, lunar god, king of the moon, right? But I will say, okay, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that. So anyway, you and this individual may look very different externally is what I'm getting. Like on the outside, you could be of one like ethnicity or race, and then they're going to not be the same ethnicity that you are. That is 1,000%. I don't know who needs to hear that. That's literally 1,000%. I'm not seeing it any other way. If you are my skin tone, they're gonna be, I guess, the opposite, right? If you're this skin tone, they're gonna be more darker, whatever the case may be. Or maybe not even skin tone, but just your culture and your ethnicities are very different, right? So they're not gonna be like of the same culture as you. You get the point. Here's the interesting thing though. With you, sovereignty, you have to do a lot to get to them, okay? The reason why there's so many interruptions that have been happening since I tried to record this is because, again, once you two come together, I feel like it's going to send some type of energetic shock wave. It'll be like the equivalent of an energetic earthquake, because you are connecting back to the other half of your soul because it was split. So some of you may feel like you're missing something. There's something in your life that you just feel like it's missing from you. You could even have all the money or whatever in the world, all the friends, all the family, but sometimes you still feel like there's something missing. There's some type of excitement missing. And that is because this individual is missing. And I don't like to say that, a person shouldn't complete you, blah, 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 blah. But honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that in this case, this is the truth. I can't see any other way. Again, sometimes when I channel how I say things, I kind of just like to say whatever I want. I don't really care what everybody else says. If I'm seeing something, I'm going to just say it. I feel that the whole entire time, you weren't really complete because you had a whole soul of yours operating in somebody else's body. You know what I mean? I think people like to say that to just other connections, like, oh, a person shouldn't complete you, which is true, obviously. And we'll get to that. I don't feel like this individual wants you to put them on a pedestal, because they sure as heck, they don't put anything on a pedestal. They will see you as an equal. So that's the thing. That's kind of what's happening. You and this person are equals. So you shouldn't put them on a pedestal, and they won't be putting you on a pedestal because you are the same, right? Just in a different body. With the Queen of the Moon, sovereignty and growth, you have some type of burden or luggage that you are still attached to that is kind of weighing you down. This individual, they are free from all of that. I'm hearing the song, song, I lived it all, I did it all. Every broken bone, I swear I lived it all. Whoa, whoa. So this is this individual. I want to say they have come from a very difficult upbringing, okay? This individual, very challenging, very, very challenging. I don't know why I'm seeing, I know these are veins, but I feel like, oh, cat hair. I feel like there's like, I'm seeing for some reason like a scar or something. I don't know why. I mean, in my mind's eye, of course. I feel they've been through a lot. Very challenging life that they had. They didn't have it easy. And I feel like they have already ascended to where they want to be. So this individual, they're living their dream life. So they could be a little bit older than you, so they have a lot more experience than you do. But even if they're not older than you, they've done it all. They have no more baggage. They have no more attachments to anyone. This is a very rebellious energy. They do what they want. They say what they want. They are just who they are. With this individual, what you see is what you get, and that's it. They will not apologize for just being themselves, because they've done an immense amount of work to get to where they are, to where they can be the lunar god. Okay, that's a lot of spiritual work, a lot of physical work. They are so, I feel like they have ascended so much that they are like up in the clouds, like no one can reach them. I feel like they're living their dream life. I feel like wherever they live, they have a nice view of like the sky, or like the water, or the ocean, the lake, like trees and stuff. They have a really nice view wherever they live. I don't know why I'm seeing them overlooking the view from their window. They just kind of stand there. The only thing this individual is missing is you. That's the thing. But I feel I'm talking to you. You're the feminine energy, right? Whoever I'm talking to, it doesn't matter what gender you consider yourself to be, whatever. You're the feminine energy of this. You have not done everything that you came here to do. I'm just going to say that now. You didn't. This person has accomplished so much to where they could literally fall asleep and never wake up, and they will be satisfied. They've done it all. That's how much this person has achieved and accomplished. Physically, mentally, emotionally, they've done it all, which is very rare. But this is a rare individual, because you are a rare individual. You're just delayed. Your life is just a little delayed from theirs, right? They've done it all. But you, on the other hand, if you were to fall asleep and then not ever wake up, you're going to have a lot of regret. I can already see it with growth. You got these attachments. Something is weighing you down. We have the path card. You haven't even walked your path fully. You know the path, though. In order to get to this individual, you have to start walking in your truth, the path. That's why you're showing up as this sovereign energy. This is how you should be operating now. This is what they want. I feel that this message is coming from them. It seems that they appear, and then they just, like, their energy is there, and then it leaves. I want to say they're kind of like some type of guide to you. Like their spirit is obviously not them physically, because I don't think you know this person, right? You don't know this individual. Even if some of you are in a relationship, I mean, if this is describing the person, then like congratulations, you're very lucky, and they are also very lucky. But I feel like I'm talking to individuals, you're not really in a relationship. That's just what I'm sensing. You're single. Like, this person is not around you. You're looking, where are they? They're not anywhere around you. They're not going to be around you, because energetically, you're not where they are yet. I know that's gonna sound harsh, but I have to say it. I can't sugarcoat messages. Some of you need to know these things so that you can ascend to get up to this individual. They're the lunar god, you know, the god of the moon. And you are still down here. You see what I mean? You have to kind of climb up the ladder to get to them. That's where they'll be. That is where they are. But you are still attached to something in your physical reality that you have outgrown significantly. It's like your energy has already outgrown these individuals, this situation, this job even. Some of you are still doing work that you feel like you can't be a leader, or you feel like you don't have a say in this work. You know, that means it's not for you, because this individual, they're doing something that they love. They're making lots of money doing it, and that's it. They kind of figured out and discovered like the cheat code to like life, this individual. They have no issues. They are living literally the life that they want to live. Everything about their life is what they want. Every person that's in their life, they want them in their life. Okay? But you, that's not the case. So if you get offended, it is what it is, but you kind of got to know this so that you can pretty much connect to this individual. Why is that very important? Because once you connect to this individual, this is literally them kind of wanting to pull you up where they are. Do you see the arms? Do you see their arm connecting to your arm here? They want to like shoot you up to where they are because they are so up in the clouds. They have pretty much transcended the ego. It feels like they have transcended this physical realm to the point where they can use it. I feel like they know how to use their subconscious mind. They know how to use the mind. They know how to do that. You do as well, but I feel like there is just a hesitation with you. I don't know. It's like you have to really be more confident and bold in order to be a match to this person. Because your soul is like they really are waiting for you. There's nothing else left for them to do in this lifetime. They have nothing left to do. They've done it all. They literally have done it all. But the only thing that they haven't done yet, or I guess accomplished or experienced, is being reconnected back to you. Their soul counterpart, if you will. This is more than just a soulmate. I just feel like you both have the same exact soul. It's just split in a different body. But you will have to get over with acceptance, your reservations about this person. I just feel like, again, because this Queen of the Moon, she just looks really like serious, like she's kind of looking at them like, oh, what is this? This person thinks they're all that. I feel like you're going to assume so many things about this person that is not true based off of just what you see in their energy. So some of you may think that they're like arrogant is what I feel like, you know, with these muscles and stuff, and they, you know, just look at them. You might think, oh, this person, oh God, like what? I can just see it. I feel like you are gonna want to assert your authority and kind of assert your independence. But you don't have to do that with them. You don't have to do all that extra stuff with them. They don't need they don't need to play like the ego games. They've already transcended past that. And some of you are going to be watching this and you're like, oh no, I would not do that. But it's showing up, and it's like time will tell when this happens. I just feel like they're going to trigger something in you that's going to make you feel like they are not the one. I feel it has to do with their physical appearance first, if I'm being honest. Like their physical, you know, I'm seeing all these muscles and stuff. So some of you may be more on the kind of reserved side with self-love, a bit more reserved, you know, I'm talking to some very like beautiful, very cute, very, what is the word? Just very ethereal beings. Whoever I'm talking to, you're very ethereal, and there's something very magical and mystical about you. And they are going to automatically know when they see you, they're going to know that it's you, because their intuition is out of this world. It's insane. Once they look at you, they're going to just know, like, yeah, okay, it's you. I found you. They will just know, because they don't waste time with other individuals who, don't resonate with them. They don't waste any time. They're not the type who's going to be on dating apps just talking, dating everybody. They're not the type, okay? So if you think you're going to find them on a dating app, you're not. I'm just going to say you're not. They will never step foot on the dating app. They don't want to waste time just talking. So if you're on some dating app or whatever you're doing, blind dating, I don't know, that's not their thing. They don't like to waste time, okay? They don't have time to waste. They're very direct. They're going to go after what they want. They don't waste time. So there's an energy where you really have to start embodying this essence, because that is who you are too. I just think, given your physical circumstances, there are just many things that you have to let go of, that you have really outgrown something in your environment, like really outgrown. Okay, there's a need for you to go through a bit of a growth spurt to get to them. Like, you have to grow really tall to get to where they are. Not saying, because I do feel that this individual financially, I feel like they have a lot more than you. Whatever amount you make, this person makes way more. Okay, they are in because there's a quantum leap with being connected to this individual. Like, they're in a completely different realm than you are. So it seems that since they are up, whatever amount of money you make, they just make a lot more. Does that make sense? So it's not about financially. You don't have to meet them where they are physically, but it feels like your energy has to meet them where they are. You have to start embodying this queen of the moon to be with the king of the moon. Does that make sense? This sovereignty, to where you're saying no more to people. You're not doing obligations that you don't want to do. Okay, sovereignty, you're taking out the power, control over your life. This is how they are. It feels like to connect with them, that's how you have to be. And you're becoming that with the growth. I see you growing and getting to them. So much so to the point where you're able to make that connection finally. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? It's giving that vibe of, I don't know if it's like a painting, but the two hands, the one hand is over here and the other hand is over there, and then once they touch and connect, it sends shock waves throughout the entire universe kind of thing. I think it's like a painting of God, is it not? Like Jesus and God, something like that. I forget. Okay, when I channel, I can't really remember things. But this, again, once you guys finally make that physical connection, is what it feels like. Because they do visit you a lot spiritually. Some of you may have felt a presence. You may have thought it was like an ancestor or a spirit guide or a ghost or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, it's their soul. It's them trying to they want to help you out, spiritually. They feel like a spirit guide, but they are in a physical body, which is amazing, right? So you will have this physical connection with them. And once you touch them, I feel you're going to look at them and make all these assumptions about them, though. Oh my Lord, I just see you're going to connect with them. And you're going to be like, oh my God, this person is freaking gorgeous, right? And please don't mind, if you hear, some knocking. I think there's, a squirrel, outside, by where I am. And it's really driving me crazy. But regardless, you're going to see them and you're going to be like, whoa, you are gorgeous. But you're not going to tell them that. You're not going to say that. I think this person is, universally attractive. They work out. They do all that stuff. They believe in taking care of their body. So when you look at them, you're going to be like, whoa. Or, if you're the masculine, you're going to look at her or whatever and be like, whoa, oh my God, But the funny thing is with beauty at the bottom of the deck, right? This person's very beautiful. No matter if they're feminine, masculine, they're just beyond beautiful because their internal energy manifests on the outside. And they could have a lot of money to where they can get certain type of work done, I don't know, dental work done and things, or whatever the case may be. They do have the money to where they can kind of have better skin care and things of that sort. So they're able to look very beautiful. They really like to take care of their physical health and their physical appearance. That's very important to them. And I feel with the self-love, they're going to think this about you. So again, don't put this, when this person appears, try not to make these assumptions about them because of how hot they are. I just heard because of how hot they are. Hot they are, okay? They are hot, right? Don't make these assumptions, and maybe even their cultural differences. I don't know, some of you might have some like preconceived notions about it, or some ideas about a different culture. I don't know what culture they are. I mean, but it just feels like they're a different culture from you, like a different nationality. Try not to make too much assumptions based off of their appearance, because they are very, very beautiful, this individual. And I do feel like that's going to intimidate you a little bit, to where you might start to feel a little self-conscious, which is weird to me because you're both the same. Do you see what I mean? It's like they're going to be thinking that about you, like, whoa, man, they're beautiful. Like they're going to be thinking, oh, she's beautiful. Again, doesn't matter what gender, whatever you identify with. This is just so I can easily translate the energies. And then you're going to be thinking about them like, whoa, he's like gorgeous. Oh my Lord. Wow. So because you both think the same things, you both feel the same things, it's like you live your lives parallel. When you take a left, if you're driving on the street and you take a left, they take like a left too, wherever they are in the world, right? Because I feel that they are from like a different country, so they may be living in a different country. This individual is nowhere near you. I'm sorry, they're not in your town. If you're looking around your town, they're not going to be there. I'm just going to say that. They're not in your town, okay? Let's get that out of the way, okay? Because some of you guys might be, shopping around, and you might watch this reading. You might be looking for them, like, at your mall or whatever, where your town is. They're not going to be there. Let's just get that out of the way. This person is in a completely different country, okay? They're not where you are. And if they're not in a different country, they're like just across the entire country. Like where you are, they are on the opposite end. It just feels like they're so far away from you physically, and their ethnicity and their culture is like the exact opposite from yours, or it's just very different from yours. And then their gender is like the opposite of yours. It had to be that way because your souls wanted to experience these polar opposite experiences through different bodies in order to come back together and then merge and then kind of tell each other like your experiences. It's like you guys are meant to share your wisdom with each other. And then another thing with the growth card, I feel whoever I'm talking to, there's no one in where you are that you can even talk to about this stuff. Maybe one or two people, like there's one person that you can talk to about like, the spiritual things that you're into, Queen of the Moon, right? You're very psychic. I'm talking to some very psychic individuals, very intuitive, very psychic. You have these prophetic dreams, and you just, spiritually, you have so much wisdom to you, okay? So that's not an issue. It's just in your physical environment, something you have outgrown something significantly, and you have to grow out of it. It's like, it feels like you have to start putting yourself out there more, taking back the power of your life, kind of being a leader. Sovereignty feels like leadership. So I don't know if some of you are interested in going into like a type of career where you are the one in charge, like you're looking to walk down a path or up the path, because you got to go up. It seems to get to this individual, you got to go up. You're looking to go towards this path where you are like the one who's in charge. You are the sovereign being. You are the leader. You have creative control. It seems creative control is the word. Yeah. Like you want to have control over what you put out there. Being of service as well. This path, the sovereignty, it feels like people have to look at you as like this leader, because you have something that you can be sharing with others, whether it's a skill, a talent of yours, this spirituality. Maybe it's like spiritual stuff that you know how to do, that you can be sharing, that you are the queen of. You just need a little bit more confidence with the self-love. Don't doubt your abilities. No more doubting. None of that stuff. You can't doubt, because this individual, they have no doubts. They don't doubt anything. When they have an idea, when they want to do something, they just do it. I've never seen an individual who is like this person who is just like you, because again, you share the same soul. So that's why I'm not understanding what's going on, because They are who you are as well. But for you, your physical environment is holding you back. That is the only thing. They have no more attachments. You got to get rid of yours, right? There's some people that you have outgrown, and it's going to be risky. You know, it's you got to take a risk. Some of you might be afraid of like just stepping out there and doing these new things, putting yourself out there. It might feel kind of vulnerable to you, very vulnerable, but it's like you got to do it. And you don't even have to do so much, because I feel like, again, they're going to lift you up where they are physically. I feel their life that they are currently living is actually your dream life. Isn't that insane? The life that they already have is your dream life, and you never knew it. You didn't even know it. You literally didn't even know it. Like, if you have a dream, like, home that you want to live in, like, oh, this is my dream home, they already have it, is what I'm getting. You know, each individual is different. You know, if you had a dream car, like, oh my God, it's my dream car, they already have it, and then it'll be yours. Or, you know, they have the money to like buy it for you, kind of thing. Like, they have what you dream of. They are a part of your dream life, all right? So with the unexpected energy, this is the portal kind of being created when you and this individual connect, right? Do you see like the sparks? Once you two physically touch, you know, like finger to finger, just a little touch, I'm getting chills. I feel like it's gonna send just this ripple effect, these waves, like shock waves throughout the universe, to where you are going to instantaneously like quantum leap into your dream life. So don't feel as if you don't deserve this or gain, you know, imposter syndrome with the self-love, because they are you. So it's not like they're above you or below you. They're literally you, equal to you. They just have a little bit more financial opportunities than you, or like just their physical life is like your dream life, and I don't feel like you're living your dream life yet. They are living theirs, but their dream life is your dream life. Do you see what I mean? But it's like they're already living the dream, and do you see what I mean? They're living the dream that you want to have, that you want to live. They are there. And once you meet them, you will be there. So it'll be like this quantum leap. So the blue moon is pretty much you having this miraculous event of you two meeting. It's miraculous. This is the dream. So I'm not saying that, oh, you need this person and this person is like, you know, the dream, but they kind of are. They are this, like the star card. They are the miracle. Because you connecting to the other half of your soul, not many individuals get to do that in this lifetime. That's why some individuals keep coming back here to connect again to like the other half of their soul, right? But with the unexpected energy, this blue moon energy, they're going to just come out of nowhere. Once you energetically align to them, they will just be there, right? Try not to, you know, judge them too much on their physical appearance, because I feel that they're very beautiful and gorgeous. I'm going to just warn you now, okay, with the beauty card, they're gorgeous, but they are going to think that about you. Do you see what I mean? You know, it's like, just think of someone that you have like a massive crush on. I don't know, some celebrity, whatever. You have this crush on, oh my God, right? And you think they're gorgeous, whatever. But just imagine that person thinking the same thing about you. Like, whoa, so-and-so is gorgeous. You know what I mean? So just try not to, you know, be too nervous around them, because they are really intense. They are an intense individual. They're so intense. They're going to just stare at you. They're like, they stare and they stare and they don't look away. They don't do looking away. Some of you might feel so shy around them, like, oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Oh, I'm so shy. Like, you're going to be so shy around them, and they're going to think it's so cute. It's just, because some of you are just like, I don't know, your personality is just very adorable. Like, I'm talking to someone who just has like the most brightest, very intense though. You are also intense with the Queen of the Moon. Again, very psychic, very psychically, spiritually aware. But there is just something about your personality that's just so pure. And I feel like with them, they've been through some hard times, like very dangerous situations as an individual too, but they got through it. They got through it here. And once you come together with look at them, they're the same. This is the same person. Once you come together with them, the portal opens and then you are literally in your dream life. So I want to say, let's see a final message of what they have to say to you, because I feel that this is them wanting to talk to you. You gotta live out your life's purpose, right? With the path to get to them. You gotta start the purpose, man. You gotta start the calling, okay? You gotta start the calling to get to this individual. It feels like you can't, with the growth, she's got a clock here. No more wasting time. The clock, you can't waste time. They don't waste time, okay? The only thing that they're missing in their life is you. They have everything that they want, they already have, Yeah, self-respect. You gotta have like this self-respect for yourself. Sovereignty is self-respect. Tell people no. You don't want to do something, say no. No more. Enough is enough. Assert your authority, your independence, and your sovereignty over individuals who may try to, because I feel like I'm talking to some very, very empathetic individuals, and people might try to take advantage of you sometimes, of your genuine kindness, because I'm talking to people who are very genuinely kind, very beautiful individuals, right? This is you too. Very beautiful on the inside and the out. Very beautiful individuals. But you, with self-respect, again, this individual, you're not going to see them on dating sites. They're not going to be there. So if you're looking, they're not there. They don't waste time with people who will waste their time. They don't even want to even associate with that. They're like, we're not connected. We don't resonate. I'm not wasting time with you. They are also very genuine as well, but they just have this authority and this assertiveness and confidence to them. Some people may think it's arrogant. Some people might be intimidated by them, but they are just so confident that they don't waste time, okay? So self-respect, no more wasting time, with people. Oh, chivalry, yeah. They are a very chivalrous individual. They will, open your door. They'll cut your food. That's so random. That's so random. They're gonna cut your food for you. It has something to do with their culture. I don't know. I am, with just how they look, I am seeing someone who either might be from a Hispanic background, or I'm just trying to look at their features, or more of an Asian background. I don't know. That's just what came out to me at first. But of course, whoever is watching this, it's going to be different for all of you. But that does kind of stand out to me. They could be from an Asian background. I am really getting Asian background for some of you, whoever that resonated with. But it has something to do with their culture, to where they believe in, treating the person that they're with, with respect, with self-respect. They will respect you. They will be in your corner. They will protect you. They're not going to let anyone, do anything to you. They're going to be your protective person, I guess, you're like a Rottweiler or something, those I'm not trying to call them a dog, but their energy is that of a golden retriever, but it's more so like a Rottweiler or a pit bull kind of energy, very, very genuine, kind animals. All animals are very kind, in my opinion. Animals are just animals, they just are pure. That's this person. And they could really love animals as well. So if you love animals, they love animals too. Okay? Because they believe in protecting the innocent children and animals. This person is just they're nearly perfect. I'm oh my God, this energy is nearly perfect. And I think that's going to throw some of you off. Oh my God, this person is too good to be true. You're gonna be they're way too good to be true. Because I think you maybe dealt with individuals who didn't have respect for you, and you always had to be the one doing things for them, and trying to control situations, because you just, maybe individuals didn't give you enough emotionally. It seems they didn't give you enough, but this person, they will give you all of it and more. Oh, they're so lovely. Oh, I feel like they're very lucky to have you in their life, and you will be very lucky to have them. So both of you will just be equally lucky. But we have the distorted masculine. So this does tell me that it seems that with their career, this feels like more of their career. I think they had to go through all of this toughness and hardship with career, and they really had to grind. Okay, their life was not easy. So again, they might tell you these things like, I had a really hard life. Like, their life was not easy. Okay, they really had to grind for what they wanted. They weren't handed anything on like a silver spoon. They are go-getters. They grind, okay? They did it. So I feel like they're coming out of this distorted masculine energy to where it's like their financial life and things of their material life and having to work and work and work and work and work and work. They could have been a workaholic too, okay? So this perfect person isn't perfect, right? They do have some things about them because no one is perfect. They're perfect for you though, but but it's like they feel like they had to work hard so that they're able to be chivalrous to people. They're able to give gifts because they're a gift giver. They love to, again, cut your food for you. They'll do all of that. That's so random. Like they're the type, they're gonna like pour your water for you. They're gonna cut your food for you. Like, oh, it's really cheesy, but and then love. Oh, I told you guys. I mean, need we say more? Love, love. It's nothing but love. L is for the way you look at me. Oh, okay, that's how that's how this individual is gonna see you, like, love. Maybe they're a singer. I don't know why I'm just wanting to sing. Maybe they want to sing to you, like, love. And look at all these little hearts and stuff. Did you notice that? I just noticed that the hearts and the dove. Oh my. Between you two, it's just, love is for the way you extraordinary be. Oh my, this is so amazing. I kind of do one more. What does this person want to leave you with, I guess? Or should I just leave it at love? Because I mean, it's just, no. Soulmates. I can't make this stuff up. I wish you, like, some of you might think this is too good to be true. You saw me shuffle. I can't make these things up. I just can't. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Sexuality. I gotta cover that up. There's a little bit of nudity there. Some nudity in that card, so I gotta cover that up. The silver waterfall. Butterflies and rainbows and soulmates. Love. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna end it there because it's quite obvious what's going on here. If you're seeing this, man, congratulations to you, dude.